afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, host Imperial Dane. We're off here to a 1 versus 1 on Holotny Farama. We shall be watching here Cruzz fighting for Germany, for the Reich, for the Panzerlehr, Panzer Division going up against Cataclaw fighting for the United States Army. Rolling out here for the 2nd Armored Division taking on the Nazis, or something like that anyways. With the riflemen start here. Obviously, rear echelon troops will hit pretty aggressively. And what commanders does Cruzz have? Because Cataclaw has pretty much the box standard. We're seeing German mechanized storm doctrine. That's novel. And we're also seeing mechanized assault. So rather mechanized formation available for Cruzz. And back here to Cataclaw. 2nd Rifleman Squad on the way. Grenadier here on actually standing up with an MG42, rather interesting here for Cruzz. Also noting that already Cataclaw has 2 Rifleman Squads out on the field, whereas Cruzz only has a single MG42. Certainly the Wehrmacht, as I believe they're now called, lags a bit behind. Initially maybe. So it's certainly something that won't last forever. But while going up here, ensuring that the Americans don't pilfer that tractor. That is Wehrmacht property. Or at least it is now, after we stole it from Farmer France. Wow. Rifleman putting forward, Pioneers hiding up behind the house in case Rifleman gets a bit close. There you go, popping in. Grenadier moving forwards. MP45 going down there on the right. Light sprinkling out of MP40 bullets. M1 Garands plinking our way there as the magazines run out. Sneak up with the rear echelon troops there. Grenadiers and more riflemen soon being counting is up here. He probably should not have been using the MP42 there to sort of cap initially. And there you go, guys, being coming under fire. Being forced to pull back here. Cruzz needs to quickly choose a stand here, or the rifleman will actually get too close. There we go. But right here, overall, the Americans actually have a good chance to sneak up due to the cover. Again, you know, use cover to advance as you move up here. Cataclaw here, in fact, making a good example of that. And once they're close, and of course, they actually quickly dominate the Grenadiers there with their bolt action rifles.
Rifle squad ready for action.
Pioneers need to fall back as well. Well, not so much run up to them. Right here again, it came down to the fact that he'd not chosen really good ground, and there's a lot of cover he could use to actually advance up through. And keep that in mind. When attacking, you know, use cover, for example, to obscure your advance, ensuring you can't get hit with as much as possible. And that was actually what Cataclaw did there quite well. Of course, in that situation, the rifleman can then easily dominate, because up close, their bolt action rifles pretty much chew through anything. So a little note to keep in mind there. MG42 again. I think this is a bit of an initial bad move there by Cruzz. Of course, in one regard, of course, he gets hits from the front. Of course, while securing territory is going to be grand, but otherwise, I mean, it rather leaves the rest of his forces without anything. There you go, 2 Grenadier squads. 4 riflemen, by the way, here for Cataclaw, finally pushed away there. Hank, Joe, and Johnny went down. The Germans won't be crying over that. It looks like the Pioneers were cut down as well. Not a good start here for Cruzz. They again can't help but feel the mistake there was spreading out a bit too much initially, in particular with MG42. I mean, it's a support weapon. It's there to support other troops, not, you know, support your chosen days. So there you go, now rifle squad being pushed back there. Stalwart Grenadiers firing away, and we are seeing numerous riflemen going down on retreat.
The capture point is being overrun.
And we are noting here an ambulance on the way, and there you go, rifle running straight into the MG42. Maybe what Cruzz was expecting, and finally getting a few kills there. Bob and Hank took it to the gut alongside Enrique.
Ambulance ready for action.
No, apparently not. Right, there go, MG42 now, we are really seeing again the mistake here with Cruzz. Initially, very easily then outmaneuvered. There you go, Fritz, Franz and Friedrich forced away. With fresh Pioneers on the way for Cruzz. Looks like he's setting up some airstrikes around here. Noting, by the way, it's around the entrances of the building. Probably deny usage of it to the opponent somewhat. Though one might imagine it would be better around here than that, of course, merely my opinion. But there you go, ambulance ensures healing for Cataclaw soldiers. And also, by the way, popping out the medics. They can be popped out, and they can also provide healing, by the way. So even you say you're about to lose the ambulance, you can try and pop them out, and that way sort of use them like that.
We're losing a capture point.
I believe they can also heal during combat, which the ambulance can't. So a little note there, but large rifle force pushing up north. MD42 needs to move up, Grenades forced away there. Lots of fire coming in. MD42 needs to set up Schnell! And we're seeing a Telemine up here. Cruzz clearly worried about an early vehicle rush here, maybe a M20 utility car. And there you go, rifle running straight into the MD42. Already veterans run, by the way. Access to the anti-tank rifle grenade, though that hardly helps them versus an MG42. But, quick swing around there. Other MG42 needs to set up to cover. We see he's actually gone rather heavily on the MD42, apparently rather feels like it's his only option. Bit of a throwback there to the old days of Company of Heroes, where it was actually not uncommon to see more MD42s than Grenadiers, or Volksgrenadiers as they were. So an interesting move there by Cruzz. Mines was up here, clearly worried about mines from his Nazi opponent, and they're going straight into the MG42. Well laid out there. Also, knowing mentions one up for them was opening up for incendiary armor piercing rounds, which definitely did quite a bit of good. And we've seen infantry chosen here for Cataclaw, opening up for the mortar half track. And already rifleman defensive structures allows them to lay down fighting precision sandbags and mines. The note, these mines are anti-tank mines, are light but also cheap kind. They're the sort of thing that can easily do a lot of damage, for example, to a scout car or a light half track, by the way. It's not, for example, going to put much of a stop to, say, a Tiger tank. Except maybe make the crew go, did we hit someone's door, Kynes? Maybe? Or maybe we hit a mine? No, you hit someone's door, Kynes, you idiots.
Our supply line just got cut off.
They're going to fall to there, covering up nicely the advance, rifling in, pushing back the Pioneers. A bit of an aggressive S-man in there, could have done the trick, but... And there you go, smoke grenade, he's actually reached grenades, and there you go, rifle smoke grenade, really a nasty little trick there. And that's going to force the MG42 back again, a bit of a danger then of leaving the MG42 out on its own versus Rifleman. Smoke rifle grenades. MG42 coming down there. Right about to run into that. By the way, good use of it by Cataclaw there. And another one. Obscuring the advance. They can of course also be used for other things than obscuring the line of fire on an MG42. But also be used to attack forwards. Note though, they do take a bit of time sort of really to get into effect. Sometimes, I believe. By the way, that was a bit... They'll be quickly pulls it back. Not much, though. Rifle moving up here. Coming under rather intense fire there. No incendiary armor piercing rounds coming north here as well.
Squad, get ready.
Remember, incendiary armor piercing rounds are your friend. Your friend, not the opponent's. And then again, another smoke grenade there. Cataclaw making some rather sterling use of it. And certainly nice to see some more smoke usage in the game. I'm sure the Wehrmacht opponent might not appreciate, of course, in that regard. You know, you can try to use barbed wire to sort of prevent a direct approach to the MG42 occasionally, in that regard, thus limiting the effect of the smoke. Ooh, quick rifle grenade. There you go, coming on 5 from the grenades. The gun is having a decent position on the rifleman. Quickly driving down Hank and Bob, and there you go, Lieutenant having advanced, but taking quite a bit of damage. Also, smoke grenades in available to him. Though he's already rather pinned down. Grenadiers moving straight into the line of fire of the rifle, and that was perhaps not the wisest idea there from Cruzz's Grenadiers, though somehow it's actually turning out well in their advantage. But a grenade there, pineapple grenade. Oh, that was close, but they have reached between two. MG42 starting the lieutenant here, and sending him running. Cruzz rather under a lot of intense pressure here from Cataclaw. The lack of infantry, the heavy reliance on support weapons is rather limiting his options a bit, though we do see a light mechanized company up. A Panther escort could help a bit. Well, that's because you ran up to them, Cruzz. You don't try to engage semi-automatic rifles up close with bolt actions.
Crowds are taking one of our points.
I mean, learn your weapons a bit. I mean, they do have profiles for a reason. Ambulance there. You could maybe also consider a sniper. There you go, nice grenade in the path of the Pioneers. Pioneers moving up, though largely dodging it. And there we go, MG42 fire as well.
There's a major reporting for action.
And, Cataclaw here make a very bold move. He moved straight on there, ignoring the company command, moving straight on to battalion command and calling in a major. Also noting an early fuel cache. Clearly Cataclaw here has some nasty strategy in mind. And Cruzz already feels a bit confident that something unpleasant is a bit on the way. So getting up pack 40. Over to Cruzz, 3 MD42s against 1 Pioneer unit. Volley fire up there, and there we go, suppressing the Grenadiers. Rather than holding a position there, rather nearby building. Scout car, maybe half that, or some Panzer Grenadiere. Or for that matter, a commander. Mechanized assault with assault guns could provide some essence, or but a stew could soon be available, or for that matter, a mechanized assault group with a Panzer gun squad inside, but of course also mobility. I think could that do nicely versus the riflemen, actually, in particular, since they don't have anything up close for dealing with vehicles, so in that regard, could be very nasty. And there we go, Browning light machine gun up here, firing at the Grenadiers, having a bit of a firepower advantage, and the Grenadiers are quick to retreat here. The Browning LMG slightly modified actually in response to sort of the MG42 and 34 to sort of create something that sort of more approaches the German MG medium machine gun there.
The enemy has driven a wedge in our
The thing largely came down to some minor modifications, including a pistol grip. And they got grenade on the Grenadiers, and well placed there. Most of the closest Grenadiers squad there went down. Fuel being harassed, and oh dear, a headshot precision of MG42s. Really paranoid here, taking no chances with the Amerikanen. Checking up then. Feeling he probably needs some armor to break out of this. Crucially, though, must feel rather confident in his MG42 play, the way he keeps playing them. Medic bunker up, Grenadiers need enforcing. He could very much consider, oh, I like machine gun, just about to say that. He gets it, that's good. Das ist gut. The major hanging about here. Looking cool. This great big coat. And they're going to forge don't things, but again, Cataclaw launching assault from both sides and also popping a smoke grenade at the very same time. Lovely. And they're going to be 4-2 outflanked. Oh dear, and a bit too late there, a bit too late. And that could very much be a lost MG42 unless he gets awfully lucky. Which seems to be the case there, as Heinz is actually panicking. But he ends up losing another MG42 there, a bit too confident maybe, and got it wiped out, and there we go. Cataclaw studying about stealing it. Lieutenant pushing it at the same time, MG42 to turn around and stop that. And there you go, nice grenade, but Cruzz dodges it. Cruzz dodges it. But overall, the situation is a bit dangerous now. Major moving up to support the lieutenant. While the single rifle squad holds up the south, they could by way pop it into a defensive posture, which basically gives the effect of hit the dirt, but also allows the Browning machine gun to suppress. Neat little trick. Lieutenant setting up flanking here, the rear clan troops drawing the attention of the MGs. Good job there. Nice maneuver there. Rifle grenade though sent off the teller mine. A bit of a waste there, I think. And there got grenade on for the MG42, which gains Vetri too. And there we go. He's actually gone for the M8 Scott. Howitzer motor carriage. Direct close call is hit there on the Grenadier squad. Cataclaw is feeling very confident if he goes straight for a vehicle like this to sort of punish Cruzz's infantry further. Pack 40, nobody on the inside to actually help. MG42 is out, maybe that's rather in a hazardous position as the M8 Scott continues to fire away there with the 75mm howitzer. MG40 crew has to fall back. Nasty bit of work there, and the Pack 40 also dies straight. This is overall turning back. Okay, it looks like, whoa, some heavy aerial response. He's clearly gone out. No, wait, no, it's not. Oh, it's the commander, I believe. The major's called in something. Some air recon, most likely. Pack 40 cleared out. M8 Scott continues to lay down the law of the United States. And the Grenadiers trying to sort of move forwards are getting blasted to bits here. Cruzz the last man to regain the north, but that's it really. Looks like he's gotten himself another MG42. he should consider, if he's taken up, to actually get something from that structure level. Maybe get a Panzer out right now. That in fact could prove to be his ace up the sleeve, because currently Cataclaw's rather sort of dove heavily into sort of punishing infantry. And in fact, he's extremely open to any kind of armor. So if Cruzz was to aim for that, getting a Panzer up 4 up now, for example, he could actually do a lot of damage to Cataclaw, who again, rather in his aggressive play, has left himself extremely much open to any kind of armor. He's got no bazookas, no anti-tank guns, not even a light tank. All he has is the Scott. Although he does have plenty of fuel and manpower, so even that might not last long. And the MG42 setting up here. Still, the only hope he really has is a Panzer. Pack 40 moving up, MG42 starting up any assault there. Quick rifle grenade here, and well, not much of a hit there, to be honest. Could be expecting a support armor core. There you go, another smoke grenade. Cataclaw playing some nasty play there.
The sector has been cut off. We are losing.
And there you go, support armor core is on the way. Panzer IV could definitely help things out now, or maybe a pair of Sturmgeschütz. Cataclaw flowing resources, oh never mind. Oh dear, setting off the S-1 field, clearing out several riflemen in one go. Scott moving through the rest, it would seem. And sending about barraging right away as well. Another rifle grenade there. Forcing the rifleman out in the open, but quickly back in as well. Bit of ladder fighting going on here. Support armor core is up. Panzer IV has received some slight changes also with the Western Front Army. There we go, Norfolk squad down. That can actually give him a slight advantage there with some more kills there. But there you go, Panzer IV on the way. It is now slightly more expensive, but it also is, I believe, more accurate overall. And might also thus overall be more effective as infantry, though its AoE attacks might be slightly changed. But there we go, fuel point taken away. Panzerkampf on the way here for the Panzerlehr Division. Can it reach the front line in time? There we go, nice hit there, he got the Scott! He got the Scott. He probably tried to lay down the smoke screen, but sadly was not enough there. Cruzz was able to knock it out nonetheless. Rifleman there being forced out. Looks like a counter-attack is on the way here from the Germans. Pack 40 though has moved a bit too far forward. Lieutenant opening up, Rifleman squad flanking up there with the Browning. And he just needs to quickly turn about to stop that. And there you go, grenade on the MG42, even closer to the pack there. And the MG42 there, the Americans' Pilfer, is being rather well used there against the Krauts. Rifle moving forwards and straight into the light machine gun, and the heavy machine gun for that matter, ending up rather bloodily there. And the S-mine field got set off by the pack for the rifleman as well, almost wiping out the entire unit. And now we got the Panzer IV rolling forward, so that we do see Sherman has arrived here to support the front line by Cataclaw. And there we go, nice hit there, which actually failed to either hit or penetrate. So perhaps less of a great hit there by the Sherman. Smoke screen down there. Oh yeah, by the way, the Sherman can actually lay down a smoke screen on a certain point while moving. So a little fun fact. And a priest howitzer has arrived there. Cataclaw really laying in with some heavier stuff there. Just being forced away by Lieutenant up north. Turret gun up here for the Panzer IV and opening up on the Lieutenant. MG crew down. Artillery just firing away. And the Lieutenant got murdered there by the Panzer IV. Cruzz getting some well-earned vengeance for all the Soldaten lost. But the 2nd Armoured Division is now really striking hard into the German lines. And the MG42 there got cleared up by the Sherman. Bad news. Still, with the infantry losses that Cataclaw suffered recently, he might have a chance there pushing forward and doing a lot of damage. Going after the field cast. The 2nd field cast, by the way, I mean, Cataclaw really has been playing rather forwards here. With some foresight, which is good to see. Panzer IV, they're ready to put a stop to that, though. Feuer frei, Leute! Feuer frei. And there you go. Anti-tank rifle grenade, but that didn't do much. Failed to penetrate or make much of an impression there upon the 80mm of armour. Sherman fires again. Failed to penetrate. Panzer IV fires back. Oh, the Sherman was a bit inferior to the Panther IV, had a lower velocity gun, and its sloped armor was not really that effective either, and also thinner. Rather than there, coming a bit under fire from the Panzer IV. All really close sections on the Panzer IV, clearly the banner bearer of Cruzz's hopes. The Sturmgeschütz on the way to support. And encounter rifle clubs. Oh! An absolute stroke of luck there, a bit of bad luck for Cataclaw. This meant by shotting into the victory point, it can happen, and certainly it's the time where sort of a tank can really do a lot of damage, which happened right here. So another small victory for Cruzz. He's really getting back in the field and the fight. And back to Cataclaw, who's now rather bleeding heavily. And there again, another engagement between the Panzer IV and the Sherman. Shot though bounced off there at range. They didn't have much of a chance. There goes Sturmgeschütz on the way. Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung G. MG42 holding up the church, Greifen moving up. Pioneers, lots of Pioneers now with mines as well. He seems very worried though. At the same time, the only mines he could have laid down are actually the light anti-tank mines. He's had no great utility car touch. There's no other mines really. Doesn't know that with the MG42 needs to evacuate the church. At the same time, artillery knocking out the Pack 40, hammering it into the dirt there. And Sturmgeschütz moving forward. Needs to be careful. That shot failed to penetrate. Second shot going in. Rifleman apparently upgraded with a bazooka now. Cataclaw realizing he needs some anti-tank weapons. Something rapidly though. Holding up in the church. More bazooka shots there versus the Sturmgeschütz. And Sherman going down a bit in health as well as the Sturmgeschütz and the Panzer IV proved to be an obstacle. And there we go. Close to victory too as well. And that could definitely make things a lot harder there for Cataclaw, and would certainly also make the Panzer IV more or less impervious, or at least close impervious, from bazooka shots as well. Still going down to rapidly deal with the weapon down there. And there we go. Hank took a shot full to the face.
Sherman ready to go.
Things are not holding up too well there. Cruzz is on the warpath, though his armor's a bit damaged. He might want to get the Pioneers on that first. More infantry would certainly also not be a bad idea at the moment here for Cruzz. Some Panzer Grenadiers of some kind, maybe, or more Grenadiers. So we see another Pack 40. Cataclaw moving to rapidly replenish the losses he's suffered already. And of course repairing the Sherman.
Send your mission.
Ooh, MG42 being flanked by an MG42. Nice work there by Cataclaw, apparently protecting an MG42 around here and sending around here. Very nice work, very nice work. And looks like Cruzz is about to move all his armor. Achtung, Achtung, Panzermarsch. Pioneers leading the way. MG42 there, by the way, not recruited by the Americans at all. Much to my surprise. And interesting, also, he has the Stug leading the way, not the Panzer IV. Usually you'd have the more armoured vehicle with more health lead the way, not the assault gun. And there go anti-tank grenade, knocking out the engine. And there we go, victory 2. Bazookas failed to penetrate. Schützen proving to be quite the obstacle. Now there has been the discussion if they might not actually help the bazookas penetrate or not. And in the end, the longer run, the Germans actually go to Wiremish armoured skirts instead. Sort of more specifically help deal with bazookas. Like there go more bazooka fire. Panzer IV, they're shrugging off most of it. There's still some shots to penetrate. And there goes Stug and Panzer IV firing the rifle. The rifle taking heavy damage. Veteran to flee though, doing the best and done. Oh dear! Rifle's got wiped out. Machine gun left behind. And the other one here recruited by the Pioneers, rifle getting torn up close. And there goes Stug, close to getting the rifleman. Panzer IV could push in. They could even get the priest if they're lucky. And there you go. Cruzz slowly, but maybe realising his Panzer IV is actually pretty dinged up. MG42 that got cleared up with the rifleman once more. And the MG42 having secured things there. Moving out anything can. Pioneers needs to be rapidly reinforced. Pioneers and, well, moving forwards, Stug and Panzer IV backwards. And Cataclaw here wisely can pull back his arm as far as possible. John Shook gets pad. And can he grab it? Yes, there we go! Branding machine gun and an MG42. These are some heavily equipped grenadiers, so they need to fall back already. Still, that's going to be a lot of firepower in the hands of a few good German soldiers. Cataclaw sort of trying his best to also get the victory points around, move around the flanks as well. Trying not to engage Cruzz so much at the very strongest in the centre. At the same time also, and there we go, a Jackson is on the way. Jackson tanks, well, that's just going to make things a lot more difficult for Cruzz. As it has superior range and superior damage with its 90mm gun. Rifleman there, oh, artillery going in as well! A quick follow-up strike there from Cataclaw. House collapsing there, thankfully no one was in it. Also plenty of fuel. He could get himself another Panzer IV, another Stug. He could also get himself a flak Panzer. Options are many. More infantry would also be an idea. Now you go command 5 on the Sherman, which has switched over to high explosive artillery to deal with infantry. And there you go, Glennis almost wiped, but they do get off of Panzer Faust, but get murdered. And the Pack 40 almost wrecking out the Sherman there. Veterans 1, by the way. And we got the heavy gunners moving forwards. And just tearing into those riflemen. Sending them running away. Or rather heavy losses. Unit popped down there and stopped. More guns in the way for Cruzz. He's clearly playing a very infantry-like strategy.
Send your orders. A capture point is under attack.
And there we go. The M36 Jackson. Interesting. Now, we've not really seen much else of the Commander, no rifleman defensive structures or the mortar half-track. Cruzz here moving his Stug forwards. Probably not expecting a Jackson from his opponent, though he's about to get it revealed, and there we go.
Our headquarters is being attacked.
He's actually moving the Stug ahead, he's trying to take it on head on. Don't spot dodging a shot there from the Sherman, but there we go, taking a nasty hit there, and there we go, almost wrecked. Oh dear. And there we go, the Jackson has no problems there with the assault gun whatsoever. Target weak point over than the Sherman. He might have a chance of getting it there. No, he switches target to the Jackson, allowing this German to stop there. And he quickly lays down a smoke screen in front of the pack there. Well done, well done. But the Panzer IV is on the job. Vorwärtsleiter. Well, apparently not. The smoke screen apparently convincing the Panzer IV crew to turn around. Instead, turning to the right inside the building. And Cataclaw here sees a chance to charge forwards. Maybe cancel Panzer IV in a nasty situation. Pack 40 needs to turn around. Another Panzer IV arriving for Cruzz. Pack 40 cleared out. Sherman there took a nasty hit. And there we go. We could see the Sherman going down here. Jackson though moving forward, staying within the range here of the Panzer IV. And looks like he failed to either hit. Oh, there we go. Panzer IV got the Jackson, gaining Veteran 3, higher speed and higher rate of fire. Sherman Veteran 2, but the Panzer IV gets that. Panzer IV though almost knocked out. Moves straight into the roller rifleman, exposing his rear there. Careful, Forsyth. A rather nasty armament engagement there. Cataclaw getting up close for a brutal melee, which is really not really where the Jackson excels unless it's dealing with much larger and slower targets. Instead, the Panzerkampfwagen here was able to salvage victory from that, getting the Sherman as well. Veteran 3, a nice kill count. Of course, they'll need to try and save these guns again. The 2 machine guns, they're on them, the Veteran 3. Oh, Cruzz. Bit too reckless there. That was a heavy loss for Germany. And the Major pushing forward here for a brave harassment mission on his own. Another Jackson on the way, it would seem. He could, by the way, use the Major to... No, actually needs a captain to supervise.
A capture point is being overrun.
Still Cruzz is holding on quite nicely. Oh, dear.
Capture complete.
The MG crew not having a happy return. But note here, he took a very long route with the Panzer IV, not taking any chances of countering anything. More guns are arriving there. And only gun MG42 ready to cover here. Nicely planned out there. And looks like he is getting a command tank. He's going for mechanized. Interesting. But time for the mid-game analysis. Current situation is the map is definitely a bit crisscrossy. The map is a bit split up with some rather interesting angles. Major points are to the favour of Cataclaw at the moment, which I suppose is something nice for him. They're actually at equal kills. That's impressive. Damage-wise, though, he's a bit behind Cruzz here, though. But he's still clearly got a decent chance, got some decent infantry. He's also got a Jackson on the way, still got the self-propelled artillery. But that's not to say he's got it all good. He's lost a lot of resources thanks to Cruzz. And he's still got a veteran 3 Panzer IV, which is definitely going to be one of the major terrors of this match here for Cataclaw then. So there are a few dangers there. And with a command tank inbound, he'll soon, of course, learn he can be even harder to take out if he plays it defensively. My apologies there. Right now, maybe playing the infantry is a bit, otherwise, again, you know, more tank destroyers, maybe, and one of the Sherman, or even an M8 howitzer to sort of try and deal with the things there. Keeping up the pressure versus the armor, and certainly his main priority should be trying to sort of catch the Panzer IV in a nasty ambush with the Jackson and knocking that out. If he can do that, I mean, he'll actually be home free, I believe. He should be a bit careful here with the Priest, though. That could quickly go down, and certainly bulking up with anti-tank assets should be a priority. And all that's pushing the flanks a bit more, trying to sort of force Cruzz. And again, one of his major issues again is the lack of infantry. So again, harassment is very viable versus Cruzz, even with all the MG42s. So we should probably try and keep up with that, and overall keep Cruzz running from place to place, if possible. As for Cruzz, again, infantry, he needs a bit more of it. Some Panzer guys, I think, again, would be a sterling choice, or he could get a mechanized grenadier group, and that could also work out quite handsomely. A howitzer is actually also a bit of an interesting option at the moment to sort of consider. Otherwise, you need to maybe also recruit his Pack 40 and maybe some MG42s wherever they lay on the field. But otherwise, keeping the Panzers going, getting that Panzer IV repaired, and then forming an armoured spearhead versus Cataclaw could actually finish this match right now, if conducted properly, since Cataclaw would have very little to actually stop it. So I think that would actually be a good finishing move here from Cruzz, as basically grab this, the other Panzer IV, then charge straight down the centre, and basically overwhelm whatever it is Cataclaw can muster against him, or at least pull back in case of something goes on, because again, he's actually got mechanized, and that also allows the smoke bomb, so in case he turns into more danger than he actually likes, pop it down and then pull back. So he actually has a nice little getaway trick there to keep in mind. But let us turn to the fight here.
Panzer IV ready. We have lost an MG team.
Going straight after Priest, but sending his Panzer IV on his own. Bit dangerous there. Exposing it very much. Bazooka's flying in. There you go. Got the Priest. Got the Priest. Command tank moving forwards. Panzer IV, veteran 3 almost done here. The Panzer IV ace, if you will. The third Panzer moving up and then opening up on the advancing rifleman. Meanwhile, the assault up here utterly failing. The command tank could maybe be used there as well. Well, instead, but now instead here dealing with the advancing rifleman, taking quite a lot of bazooka fire. Not going that well there for the defeated Panzer. And splitting up the pioneers to repair the different tanks. And there we go, the second Jackson arrives here for Cataclaw. But certainly a lot of wrecked equipment there for the second armour. And Panzer layer strikes upon the MG42 up north, doing quite a bit of damage. Machine guns and high explosive rounds. And he actually got spotting scope for it. That's a very interesting move. That's only going to make it harder for Cataclaw to sneak up on him. And again, Cruzz playing a bit of a higher stakes game than MG42s we can actually afford. And now we've seen Cataclaw making himself a very straightforward push, entering the way. Jackson staying at a good safe distance, by the way, to sort of engage the tanks. Farther through, and there you go. Panzer IV command tank takes, well, the Panzer IV just takes a nasty hit there. And lost the MG42 there, but Bazooka's firing. Panzer IV gets off another 6-hit hit. And there go Panzer IV lost. A bazooka straight up the tailpipe, rather resulting in the loss of a Panzerkampfwagen.
Enemy forces are securing
And that
our
Jackson is almost
territory.
already veterans won there. Panzer IV hiding up on the heights, ready to swoop down like a vengeful avenger.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Telemines up here. Cruzz getting rather defensive now all of a sudden. Perhaps a bit more worried now about Cataclaw, who's clearly now playing a bit more judiciously using his tank destroyers. More telemines up here. Cruzz is definitely doing his best to make things harder for Cataclaw here. And there you go, finished. And here as well soon as well, though of course now Cataclaw can spot and actually set it off with say a grenade or a bazooka shot. This doesn't seem to be doing so.
We are losing a sector.
Right from there taking heavy losses. Panzer's getting ready to move. Oh, there we go. Telemine went off there, and the Rifleman could go down here. Command tank and Panzer IV firing. Jackson pulling back here, realising that Cruzz tried to outflank it, which was definitely not a bad idea, though he was a bit slow there to do so. A bit slow. Firing at the church there. I wonder why. Still, Cataclaw's forces still remain a bit depleted.
You need something?
Troops slowly building up once more.
That's it. Fully reinforced.
And what shall Cataclaw's next move be to all of this? Certainly what the Cruzz's movements will be. How it could work out, though might have a bit limited. Mechanized going to do what could certainly be used for some aggressive harassment and counter infantry attacks. Or of course just getting another Panzer IV. He could also actually try and take up and aim for a Panther, maybe. That could actually work out reasonably well. In particular, considering the advantage he has on the map now, that could be something to set up for and will certainly give the Jackson a bit more of a headache. So that is a consideration he could keep in mind.
We are ready for it. Sector is secure.
Oh, Gunners are taking heavy losses. And the major pushed away there by a nice one in the assault. Panzer IV's on the move. Will he try another hit on assault pack 45 as well? Got off a decent hit there on the Jackson. Quick repairs executed by Cataclaw. Good job there, Panzer IV and Panzer IV. But command tank holding up the advancing riflemen, getting off a few good hits and kills. No need to be careful, the Jackson is ready to get moving again and open up.
The enemy still has 300 points.
And there we go, Veterans who won, giving it the high velocity armor piercing rounds, which would increase penetration versus heavier targets, so there's not really much of that at the moment. Maybe except the Veterans defeat Panzer IV. And there go, going after the Jackson. Boldly charging in. Shots exchanged there, though not really succeeding. And the MG42 though cleared out, and there go nasty penetrating hit there from the Jackson. Forcing the Panzer IV back with half health. And we're noting he's actually got himself a 50 caliber now. Feeling the need to stop Cruzz's infantry advances. But we're seeing a Cruzz's forces pull back his panzers once more for repairs, giving Cataclaw time to actually push forwards and do some serious damage. Therefore going for the southern victory point. Cruzz again, due to the infantry situation, having a hard time actually holding any ground, and really he needs some infantry, I feel. But Cataclaw is showing some quite solid endurance in this fight as well. Having suffered quite some loss, he's still rebounding every single time and getting back. Though of course Cruzz is also showing quite a bit of endurance, having hold on. In fact, after that's rather unfortunately not very good start.
We are losing a sector.
Another smoke grenade there.
Now we can see them before they see us.
Another Panzerkampfwagen here. Cruzz keeping his armoured forces always supplied. And then proceeding to charge straight in. That might have gone a bit better. There you go, very close to victory 2, and that would definitely be a massive issue then for Cruzz, since that would increase the rate of fire and the accuracy and even the line of sight overall, making it a lot harder for the enemy armor to deal with. So Cruzz has to be very careful about not feeding it too much. There we go, managing to assault, quickly thwarted by Cruzz's panzers. 43 kills here, and he's sending forward the command tank first. He could try and maybe a blitzkrieg in Infantry 3 tank, but no. Not it, there we go, Infantry 2 for the Jackson. Bad news abound, and there we go, he's got another M8. Scott. And Marvin here taking quite a bit of a punishing. MG team down again. And Rifle looks like they might just be able to pull off an escape here from the Panthers. Rather close one in Jackson rapidly moves up. All he sets up to sort of block any advances from Cruzz in the north, but Cruzz himself is shifting angle of attack once more. And finally, took him some time, but he's actually gotten some Panzer Grenadiers. They have, by the way, received a slight evasion chance now, so they're a bit harder to hit, which might give them a slightly higher chance of survival. He's also got tons of munition, that doesn't really seem to be using as much, not to say, for example, a lot of mines, which could help him, you know, despite having not a lot of them, to sort of make it a lot harder for Cruzz or Cataclaw to move about, but we're not really seeing much of it either. So that's not really good. We've got the M8 squad here taking up a small position behind a shed.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Looks like something big might be on the way. Maybe another Jackson, maybe another Sherman. Looks like Cruzz is about to counter-attack. Jackson moving forwards, sensing a chance to do a lot of damage here. The Panzers have the as well. And oh dear, we could see who's out here for Cataclaw. Eventually 3 rifle squad could go down. Now it looks like they manage it. And there you go, Panther 4 caught in the front of the Jackson. Rifle squad did go down there to the Panther 4, but the Panther 4 itself was close there to being knocked out of commission by a Nazi hit there from his 90mm gun. The same that the Pershing, by the way, also used.
Yes. We are losing a sector.
Point down there secured, and back to Cataclaw and the second armoured. And there we go, the second tank destroyer on the way.
Send your orders.
There goes, actually gotten Panzer Shakes up for them, which perhaps not quite was what I'd hoped for. Rather should have stuck to the assault rifles, but that's too late now.
Ready for action.
And there we go, the second tank destroyer, the second Jackson.
Rear echelon troops on the front line.
And rear echelon troops probably there to help with repairs. Bazooka's doing what they can here versus the Panzers. Artillery also firing in a bit as well. It looks like the Jackson's moving up. Also note, you can actually drive through this and break out, but still choose to take up position here, crushing a bit of foliage and firing down on the Panzers. Good job there.
They got wiped out.
Oh, failed to penetrate. Second Jackson moving in. Bazooka firing. Panther 4, oh, 2 hits there. Panther 4 almost down. One more hit and that's good. Knight needs to get out of there. In with a defensive. Oh, 9! Veteran 3, Panther 4 down, kaput. And we did see the smoke screen go down, but sadly a bit too late here. A heavy loss there to the Panzer layer. One of the best Panzer crews were just wiped out. Tell them man, they're close to get cooking off something. Though we do see some minesweepers going up just in the nick of time. That could have gone very wrong for Cataclaw. But still, it has gone even more wrong for Cruzz. They're losing his veteran 3 Panzer 4.
Alright, fellas.
That is a very heavy loss right there.
Crew ready.
That was a very heavy loss. An overall a solid victory there for Cataclaw, striking it down with full vengeance.
Troop armor
More riflemen on the way.
Rifle squad ready for action. Armor ready.
Riflemen trying to change the name before 2 Panzers moving up here. Use your smoke grenade, but the order suppressed the Panzers should actually have the advantage up close, even with only 2 assault rifles available to them.
Rounds complete. Hold fire.
You see more fire going in there, the Panzers rolling about, a bit of panic. The ace has been lost. A smouldering wreck.
Send your orders.
And 2 Jacksons are certainly nothing to scoff at. This is now where having had a Panther could have been quite helpful, but that's probably out of Cruzz's plans and options. Quick check there. He's saying not make the checking for it. I suppose you could try Panzer and this sort of Panzer checks from the front.
Crew ready.
Looks like in fact that is his option, or his plan. But we all got up 50 caliber, stopping up the advance there.
Ready. Go ahead.
1 Jackson there, close to going down.
Overrun.
Can he get it? Can he get it? There you go, very close range fire there from the M8 Scott taking out the Panzer. There you go, Jackson knocked out. Now the Panzers themselves are also close to getting murdered there. Getting repairs on there. The Panzer force could maybe push through and knock it out. It would be a rather close battle, but no, instead focusing with the infantry veteran 3, catching them from behind, might be able to wipe them out. Nope, never mind. Cataclaw's reaction here was swift enough to save them, or at least some of them. We thought the Pack 40 were coming to fight, and we're noting here a Austrian flak Panzer. That's an odd decision there for Cruzz at the moment. And of course, he hopes to sort of punch into further and just hope to avoid the Jackson with it. The Major here in his command post in the church is about to go down, it looks like. There you go, nice hit on the front of the Panzer IV, but still there's a small option there knocking out. So he needs to keep moving. Vorwärts!
75 points remaining.
And looks like he's using the right hit and he gets use it to take it back. And they've got Veteran 3 though, Veteran 3 increasing the rate of fire and the penetration. And there you go, now it's just really just tearing through any medium armour. Panzer IV going out. We did see the M8 Scott go down. He did pop smoke, but instead it just only adds to the dramatic effect of it being on fire. Both Panzer IVs having gained Vetri too, but it's not really much use here versus the Jackson.
Press your attack. They're down to 50 points. Crowds are sniffing around our asses.
Can he get it?
Point being captured.
And there we go. He switches out high velocity armor-piercing rounds, knocking out the Panzer IV. Another Jackson on the way. Cruzz's forces unjammed. Might be just to ambush here. Might be if he can spot it and take it out. And there you go. Oh, the Jackson went down. The Panzer was able to secure a kill there for Germany. But his forces are absolutely smashed out.
Crowds down to 25 points.
And the victory points are ticking down. Things are not looking very cheerful right there for the Panzerlehr. Oh dear, we're seeing some time on target artillery barrage. Cruzz just slightly moves, it seems.
I say again, 10 points.
And there we go, a very rapid barrage, completely wiping out the Pioneers.
Tank destroyer is ready for orders. The capture point is under attack.
There we go, Panzer is pushed away. And GG from Cruzz. And there you go, game over, a loss for Germany. A loss for the Reich, a victory for the United States of America. Well played there by Cataclaw and very enduring play. Good use of sort of the Jacksons, one sort of really maybe got a bit better hang of the strength, and really that veteran 2, veteran 3 Jackson absolutely tore through the armour, and the loss of that veteran 3 Panzer IV pretty much spelt the doom of Cruzz. Since rather maybe hadn't had plans for say getting a Panther up, which could maybe have saved him a bit, but in the end it didn't. The game rather swung back and forth with both players at different parts of the game really sort of dominating, but then both were sort of able to break out of that and sort of push back the other fellow. In the end though, Cataclaw was the one sort of playing a bit more solid in the longer run, Cruzz making perhaps a bit too many mistakes, and again the lack of infantry, the lack of sort of having a slightly more mobile unit composition, rather giving the advantage to Cataclaw, who's certainly playing more aggressively with his infantry, in the end sort of dominating the map much more than Cruzz could ever hope to help with. So I think that was sort of one of the larger mistakes he made there. Sort of doctrinally, they both, well, they didn't really make any special out of it. I certainly think Cruzz might have benefited from a mechanized grenadier group here and there. So that is rather it. But I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope you got some ideas for your own play. If you did want to subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send in a replay and provide some feedback in the comments section. And of course, also feel free to follow me on Facebook or Twitter. Links are in the video description. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers and see all of you wonderful people tomorrow.